everybody, it's Mar, and today I will be doing my happy home restaurant. First things first, we're going to speed through the 10 minutes it took for me to decide on the exterior. It always does. But today I'm going to be building a fairy forest inspired restaurant. I kind of got the idea of when I was younger. I mean, I still do, but I was obsessed with fairies. And I used to just imagine them having little tea times in the forest, of their little snacks wrapped in leaves. And me and my cousin would go into my backyard because it was pretty foresty at the time. And we had this cut down tree, so it was a tree trunk, and we set a little table with little acorn food, and the acorn would be the bowl, and we put little dirt inside of it and set up this entire fairy mealtime. So I saw the mushroom table on the list of things, and that's when I was like, okay, I have to do this. And it's not that elaborate, but I think it's really darling. And so I am excited to show you guys what I did. Usually when I'm building for the Happy Home Paradise, I kind of throw everything that I think might look good. So I put out the bath and then every tree possible, the mushroom items, flower wagon, the mush log. Yeah, a lot of the mush furniture. And the arc light, the little fairy lights is what it reminds me of, so I thought that was a must. I am a bit indecisive over which table I like more. I like them both, so I'll just keep them both. And I really love the glow moss stools. I think those have a really nice nature vibe to them as well. And the mush stools, of course. And a lot of my decorating at first, I just move everything around a million times. I feel like the restaurant, it's not really big enough to make what I imagine a restaurant to be like, because I really like to have the villagers be able to walk around, because I feel really bad when there's no space for them to sit down, so they're all just awkwardly standing in the restaurant. So as you see, I kind of move everything so that it has that one square space of walkability for the villagers who are visiting. But in a sense, it also makes it a bit more cozier and enchanted because it's a small private gathering. And I love that you can walk under the arch. I think that's a great addition. Thank you, Nintendo. I really like the driftwood looking table as well. I want it in real life really badly. I love those tables that look like they were carved from the tree and the natural wood. And just pick all the stool colors. I kind of like to have varying ones. I think it adds a bit of charm. They're so cute. I want to go here in real life, honestly. I'm sure there are places like this. Not where I live, but just imagine sitting in a building where they have a mossy ground, because you can put moss indoors, moss instead of grass for the flooring, and you get to sit at a little tea table, so it's kind of short and on the ground, and you have these little toadstool seats and lights and plants everywhere. I really just like being around plants. I have 6 plants. They all have names, of course. It's Persephone, Aphrodite, Zelly, she's named after Zelda. Who else? Frey, that was my boyfriend's choice. Flora, yeah, after the villager, and then Bob. So we're pretty surrounded by plants here as well. I think in the restaurants it's really good to have corner spaces because the villagers to fill the corner spaces because the villagers probably won't be walking there. So I like to put things in the corners, little trees and stuff. I'm just now realizing there's 3 trees, one in every corner. I maybe could have put a mush lamp instead, but I like the different styles of mush lamps. And the touchless cash register. I imagine they just like go up and beep the little things into the menu, and they bring the check to the table, so no one really needs to fit behind the counter. Little candle for coziness. Then pick the wallpaper. Sometimes I wait till the end to do the wallpaper, and then sometimes I'm like, I can't see what a completed design would look like without the wallpaper, so I change it about 70 times. I like the forest walls, but my only problem is I wish it was more, what's the word? More landscape, in the sense of it's not the same tree being repeated. Like, as you see, it's the same like tree every 4 spaces. And I wish they would have just put that extra detail in, but I mean, they gave us a lot, so I do enjoy the new material. I just wish that the wallpaper, especially the designed ones, it would have been really nice to see it's not done so patterned. I love the moss floor too. It looks so cozy. I just want to go like step on it in my bare feet. Yeah, there are no shoes allowed in this restaurant. And then I like the mossy garden wall too. I think it adds some dimension, so it's not, again, the same repeated tree 20 times around the room. And then I'm a sucker for the plants on the wall. I think those ones in the buckets look so alien-like. I love them. Yeah, I think there can't be too much on the wall just because they're so it's so much with the wallpaper already, so I didn't really want to add a ton. And then after I finish the entire room, I usually put on all the food and accessories. I tried to find stuff that looked really foresty, like the pumpkin soup thing, and the natural little like water vase and some fairy cookies. And, you don't have to go crazy on your designs. I know there are people out there who are amazing, and they put a million details and custom designs, and I've always wanted my channel to be more so like the DIY version of Animal Crossings, where you don't feel like you have to be amazing and you can do it in like a half an hour versus a whole day. Because sometimes it's just like you want cute and simple, and that's what I like to do. So I just place the food around. A little pitcher of water. Yeah, as you see, I also have the infused water in the corner, so I still have a need to make things realistic. I'm like, oh, well, of course they have to have water at a restaurant, obviously. I make sure the colors match the way I want to. I like the natural tones. I don't need the moss jar. I'll probably get rid of it, yeah. And then the little tree lamp instead of the candle. Oh, I love it. I love the white. It's so cute. And that is, yeah, basically it. It's really simple and easy, and I love the way that turned out. I'll just switch out one more food item. So I'm really indecisive. And maybe add some lighting or some vines. I don't know. Again, like I don't like to add too much because I don't want it becoming too crowded. Well, we need a bread cart, of course. That's a must. But also, like, I get so aware of adding things in the same, like, line of sight. So I have to move things. So I'm like, okay, well, this cart is right in front of the plant, and the log stool is in front of the lamp. So not everything can be right in front of each other. I think that helps when designing a room, is not having everything on the same line. Yes, looking very good. Very cute, very quaint. And then I like the vines too, but it might be too much with the wall. Just try to like vary what position they're in. Move them around a bit. But I feel like, yeah, they're nice, but also it's just a lot. Put the lamps in, the natural lamp lights. Like little fairy balls of energy. I don't know. something mystical, we'll call it. They also just look like IKEA lights, though. And then remove the 2 vines, maybe. Yeah. Yeah, this is it. And then into the kitchen. I'll do this one in much faster speed because I don't think it's as much theme, but you can see me struggle with the placement of things 5 million times. Yeah, again, I just like throw everything in the room. Like anything that makes sense, we'll just throw it in there. I kind of wanted to stay on theme of being like a real like home cooked house vibe. Like when you read those fairy tales of like the forest animals and they have little like houses in the burrow. That's what those stone cooking reminds me of. And I wanted the greenhouse because I thought, I was like, oh yeah, they probably grow their own herbs in-house, and that would be cute. And then again, gotta have room for the cooks to walk around. It's very, very important. The wooden box, of course, a staple of modern day Animal Crossings. And some boxes. Always need a good box. Yeah, as you can see, again, I'm very practical. I'm like, yeah, there of course has to be a cutting board, measuring scale. And then I like to have varying tones of the, like, I keep a theme, obviously, but then I'm like, okay, I'll have like a little darker wood here, a tiny bit lighter wood there. But I don't like to mix, like, the sets of dark, light, and white wood. So usually I have the same, like, color wood for everything. I'm gonna throw some more plants in, the more the merrier. And then again, just trying to put it like not on the same exact line because I have like 4 items on that wall. So if I just move the plant a tiny bit, I feel like it looks a lot better. And then you add the tiny details, the veggie basket, the plants on the wall. Again, like some more herbs growing. So the floral swag always reminds me of as well. and some hanging plants. And then I love the white brick. I think it's so pretty. But it makes the room really white looking. I think that's the only thing I don't like about it. It's like it looks so bright. But at least like the dark tile on the floor, the black brick, it helps a bit. And then I got really indecisive about a shelf for about 10 minutes as well. There's always like, you want to include that one item in your room, but then you have no idea where to put that one item. That's my struggle. I'm like, oh, that shelf looks amazing. And then I decide I hate it in every location, and then I just delete it. Yeah. But I wanted to put a little mushroom to continue the vibe, little broom pan. And some more hanging plants. And I am finished. So I decide who works there. I wanted some foresty animals, Fauna and Deandra. They're lovers on my island. They live together. I'll show you their home one day. It's so cute. And then I pick their outfits for another 20 minutes. I was trying to keep it in line with the color. I think Soliel, she also kind of matched the color scheme. And then I just threw Tad in there because I thought he liked to eat, liked to cook. Frogs live in forests too. Yep, yeah. I thought of that post he likes to eat thought. And then I named it Clovers because I don't know. I liked it. Everything on my Happy Home Paradise is plant named, so I went with it. And now you'll get to see the finished result. Ah, so cute. I love Fauna. Okay, sir, you're directly in front of the camera, but that's fine. Oh, I love it. It was so like simple to me. I like when I don't get stressed and I can just do a fast one. And that was my fairy cafe. I hope everybody enjoyed it. I hope that maybe it'll inspire you to do something. And just remember, it doesn't have to be crazy. It doesn't have to be over the top. Just do what you like, what inspires you, and have fun with it.